have strong enforcement powers, put fines in, put jail sentences in, make it tough so will not allow these social media platforms to abuse the basic foundation of our great nation. Rests in our stock exchange. You and I both studied that. We got to protect our financial system. So I'd like to call upon you at some point to get further ideas. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Others would love to know what you think about crypto. Cryptocurrencies have become a $2 trillion market. And a number of other big trading firms, including those in this town, such as DRW and Jump Trading, are making a big push into crypto. Do you believe in crypto? And even if you don't, Ken, should your businesses be active investors or traders in crypto anyway?
That is a great question. So first and foremost, I wish all this passion and energy that went into crypto was directed towards making the United States stronger. I mean, let's face it, it's a jihadist call that we don't believe in the dollar. I mean, what a crazy concept this is, that we as a country embrace so many bright, young, talented people to come up with a replacement for our reserve currency, which helps to make our standard of living a reality and accrues incredible benefits back to our country. Let's replace the dollars, the global reserve currency, with Bitcoin. That's a brilliant idea. By the way, let's go ahead and build several hundred new power plants that produce an unbelievable amount of carbon to make that dream a reality. I think I maybe just told you how I feel about crypto.
No, could you please be a little more explicit?
So I will have so much hate mail in my inbox and on my Twitter account in about 30 minutes, I can't count it. But we don't trade crypto because of the regulatory uncertainty. We often make markets in companies whose business models I don't really have fondness for, because one of our jobs as a market maker is to meet the liquidity demands of American families that want to invest in X, Y, or Z. And frankly, it's not my job to tell them if they're right or wrong. It's my job to provide them with the best possible price. Because of the lack of regulatory certainty around cryptocurrency, we just aren't involved today. And I really believe that Chairperson Gensler is spot on the need to have thoughtful regulation around cryptocurrency. I actually think that doing so will make it a smaller market because it'll become a far more competitive market when there's regulatory clarity. And that will be good. A smaller market, less people involved who are frankly just trying to make a quick buck. And whatever the virtues are of that product, and I think those are pretty nebulous, will become very different in a world of competitive exchanges and competitive pricing by tier one market makers willing to put their best foot forward. So I really believe that Chairperson Gensler is spot on the need for regulation. And the SEC has got a solid history of writing good regulatory policy.
To be clear, though, if it were regulated, you would trade it?
I would trade it because it would meet the needs of our online brokerage partners who want to have a tier one firm making prices. I mean, part of the reason that we are so significant in retail market making is our incredibly high reliability. We're there every day and every minute of every day. And we provide a great service every day and every minute of every day. And they want us to provide pricing in crypto. I just don't want to take on the regulatory risk in this regulatory void that some of my contemporaries are willing to take on.
The man wants to regulation in crypto so that he and his firm can exercise more control over it. Once they find ways to treat it similar to how they treat stocks, it's over. I am a big proponent that cryptocurrencies should be as unregulated as possible. I know this is a controversial opinion, but I back my statement on the assertion and conviction that the United States is not capable of providing a secure and fair market, though regulation or even prosecution. The United States is simply not adept enough to understand crypto as a whole, and based on the past behavior we have seen from players at Wall Street, I have no doubt in my mind that no real value will be added by having the government allow those leeches to infect and rot cryptocurrencies. Do let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Let's talk about today. The Fed reported total reverse repo operations at being over $1.431 trillion today, representing an increase on yesterday's submitted reverse repo operations. Dark pool trades for AMC accounted for 68% of the total volume today, while GameStop's dark pool trades accounted for 39% of the total volume today. According to Fidelity data, buy order flow for AMC was larger than the sell order flow, with GameStop also enjoyed a larger amount of buy order flow than its sell order flow. Let's now talk about performance. AMC traded bullishly, gaining under 1% for the day. It opened to a dip that took it down to 36.19. The stock then started retracing, moving upwards and reaching 37.98. Then, it started falling again all the way near closing. With a last bullish push, AMC closed at 37.06, below the VWAP. As for tomorrow, AMC finds support at 36.75, at 36.30 and 35.40. Resistance will be met at 38 and 39.50. I will talk more in depth about AMC in a minute, just let me cover the essentials first. GameStop traded bullishly, gaining under 1% for the day. It opened to a dip down to 166.70. It quickly started bounce back, eventually reaching 173. After a small retracement, GameStop entered into an ascending triangle, eventually closing at 172.18, above the VWAP. As for tomorrow, GME has support at 170, 166 and 163. It will find resistance at 172.25, 174 and 178. Let's have a real talk about price action and the general trajectory and structure of GameStop and AMC. Take a close look at this chart. Does this give any indication that GameStop and AMC are bad investments over an elongated period of time? As you can clearly see, the price action for both continues to climb over time. In fact, I will say that the weakness we have been seeing in them as of recent has nothing to do directly with us, but rather the effects of the general uncertainty manifesting into the price action of GameStop and AMC. The debt limit started making headlines around September, and ever since then, we have seen the entire stock market transition from bullish to neutral. Right now, everyone is sort of hoping and assuming things will get fixed, but they are also not fully confident in their trades, which has sort of propagated a month of rather bearish performance, though not by anything significant. There are two outcomes to this uncertainty. Assuming the worst because it is easier to describe, the United States defaults and we enter a recession. Things get red real quick, margin calls start happening, small number of hedge funds might fall and it could lead to bigger players in the market getting margin called. If they default, we get our squeeze right then and there and we can get Lambos for Christmas. If the United States make payments on their debts and avoids defaulting, we will still linger and continue to feel a bit of market neutrality, but this will quickly change, and the entire market will become bullish. You will see the valuation of meme stocks start to consolidate better, find stronger support and climb. Both outcomes have us whining. We either hit the jackpot or simply continue to hold. As I have said, everyone, from their grandmothers to even financial institutions, are buying meme stocks. These stocks are very safe investments, and will continue to be for the foreseeable future. You need to reframe your mind and understand that day-to-day trading sucks because market conditions suck. Though we trade under different forces, we are still vulnerable to some degree. Also, the shorters delaying our squeeze are taking this opportunity to hit us hard. Remain confident in your investment, and screenshot this image. As you can see, we are slowly creeping up to reach our previous highs. This is a patience game. Anybody calling the squeeze to happen today or tomorrow is simply selling you snake oil. This is a marathon where only those disciplined enough to wait will be rewarded. As I have said, if you want quick money, meme stocks are not the right investment option for you. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you all for making it to the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments. It was a long video, and I am projecting it will come out a bit late, so I apologize for that. Stay bullish. Remember that this price action we are seeing is nothing more pure manipulation, and that the price is not real. If you want to support this channel guys, I have a Patreon link in the description as well as some one-time donation links for Cash App and PayPal. Thank you again for being a part of this channel. I will continue striving for better content. Enjoy the rest of your day and to the moon.